Good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Top Bet Plays. We're coming to you live from Gas Station Studios in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm one of your hosts, Lucky Larry.
I'm your co-host, Sportsbook B, the best that ever did it and got away with it.
And I'm Dino Dollars.
You back to
I'm back. I lost the game.
You back to Dino Dollars?
Well, I'm transparent. After like eight games, I lost one. So it was at ace. When I lose, it goes back to Dino Dollars.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back to Dino Dollars from
When
Ace.
you lost a game, you gave out a free play that lost, but then you hit the free play
I
that
hit
day.
a plus money free play, so that was plus $1.
Yeah,
Right.
Let's get you back to ace, man.
Yeah,
Let's get
well,
you back.
listen, man. Everybody loses, and those guys who say they're not full of shit, because ain't nobody winning fucking every day like they say.
So I'm listening. Like I said, let me pull the book up for you guys. I'm looking at. I'm reading Gambler: Secrets from a Life at Risk by Billy Walters, and it's the one thing that he talks about in the book is like, hey, I don't give a fuck who you are or who you think you are.
Right.
You're gonna lose some games, man. You're gonna lose some games. You have to win 52.8% in order to make a profit, and that's what I don't think people understand, and that's why when we talk about bankroll and what's going on, they don't get it. So like you hear these guys go, I'm 72%, I'm 80%.
Oh shit.
Well, listen, you can be that, and I'm not saying people aren't. What I'm saying is you can be that over a stretch.
Correct.
I can say last week I was 59, I was 79% last week.
It's over the year account.
Yeah, let's talk about it over the scheme of a year. You know,
So that's like telling subscribers, you bet with us, give us the month. Now, the first week, you could lose 3 days. But when the month circulates around and you come back and you look and say, for that $30, I was betting $55 a game, and I'm actually up $500, $600, we're a plus to you. If you're up $400, it's $400 more than you had. It's a plus to you. So judge us over the month. Give us a time because we get really hot at times.
yeah, you have guys that DM me, hey, you guys lost today. And I'm like, okay. What about yesterday?
Yeah, that's one day.
We went 2-0 yesterday. We went 2-1.
I can double that back the next day, get what I lost back, and be up more.
Yeah. So like
You dig?
So the best thing that I try to this is how I try to get people to understand about betting. And in the book he talks a lot about, I'm listening to the audio version. I feel like he's sitting in the living room talking to me. And I've listened to this book. I'm going on my second time around because I want to get all of the information and really understand and be a student of this game. I'm 51 years old and I still find tidbits in betting and trends and stats that I see, and I'm going, oh, fuck, I'm going to add this to my... And you know, the number one thing I will tell you guys is that when we're betting, you got to have a strategy, a plan.
Definitely,
And
the
if
way
you
you
don't,
bet.
yeah, if you don't have that, then it's a problem. But here's the best way I like to tell people this. I like to say it this way. So I tell people, like, let's say you have a guy who works at the sports book, right? He's a counter guy.
Right.
Behind the counter. How much do you think he makes a day?
Not enough to not put a move down.
Makes $12, $13 an hour. So what is that per
Maybe
day, though?
15.
I'm saying, what is that
96
per?
bucks.
96
Just under
bucks, right?
$100.
Just under $100, right?
Yep.
So I try to put things into perspective because sometimes when you go into the sports book, we get greedy. We all do it. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can win $5,000. You're like, let me press this to $7,500.
Yeah.
Let me get it to 10.
And then you leave with nothing.
So what I'm trying to get people to understand is, so we're talking about this guy makes just under $100 a day. And if you take the taxes away,
Yeah.
he really only makes about,
80.
yes, $75, $80 a day. So let me put it.
And the gas to drive to work, the gas back.
Absolutely, all of
washing
those
his
things.
clothes,
All those things.
all that shit.
So like, you know, your time. So like, I always try to do this. I always give a guy who makes, let's say $125 a day after taxes. He brings home $100, right? So I look at it like this. I try to tell people it's so simple. If you have a bankroll, let's say your bankroll is $10,000. You're supposed to bet 3% of your bankroll, right? What's 3% of your bankroll at $10,000?
$300.
$300.
330 straight bet.
330 straight bet. Well, not even that though. You should be betting $100 if you're betting 3%. So my thing is this: I'm gonna bump my bankroll up to 500 to win 5,000 to bet $550 a game. So I tell people this, B. If you go in and you bet 550 on one game,
Right.
you go bet another 550 on another game,
Right.
and then you bet another 550 on another game.
Right.
The goal is obviously to go 3-0. But in your parlays, when you bet a 3-teamer, you normally go 2 out of 3.
Yep.
So my goal is always to try to go 2 out of 3. So if I'm straight betting $550 times 3, that's a total of $1,650
yep.
that I bet total for the day,
Right.
right? If I win 2 out of those, that's going to give me a combined total amount of cash and the tickets out at $2,100.
You're right.
So $2,100 subtract the $1,650, you made $450 for the day.
Right.
And I don't listen.
Which is better than any job out there.
Listen. I mean, listen. We put in a lot of work, though. I mean, we study hours. We got a team of people that's giving us information. All, Lionel Richie, all night long. So,
all those phone lines are expensive.
yeah, but listen. But what I'm saying is, $450 a day is fucking really good, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
In the 5-day period, it's over $2,000 a week. And the beauty of us here at Top Bet Plays with me, Dino Dollars, Lucky Larry, we all have different betting strategies, but we all bet to par.
That's right. And all I'm saying is I try to get people to say, so I guess the point I'm trying to make is I see here people go parlay, parlay, parlay. Man, I got a table. I'm not lying to you. I got a table that if you put all my parlays in my life, they would stack up. If you fill this whole table, probably stack up to this fucking high all the way across.
Casinos win off parlays.
Yeah, of course.
This is why we talked about this yesterday, Beep. Here's why. You give a parlay, you get 3-team parlay. You go 2 and 3, okay? You went 66%.
Don't
and
get
you
nada.
fucking lost money.
You don't get shit.
If you go 66% of sports betting, you're fucking making a good
Right.
living.
You're making.
But if you're betting parlays, you can go 80% and not win a fucking penny.
Yeah.
That's why they're not good.
Yeah.
You can take a couple dollars once in a while and bet parlays. Nothing wrong with that. But that can't be your main play to make money.
Well, we're more straight bettors here but we dabble with the parlays. Now, if you wanna hop on the Patreon and you're a parlayer and you want the parlays, then we're gonna give you the parlays. But even in parlaying, even if you're doing a 3-teamer, per se, a 3-teamer, there's a strategy in doing it because usually those first 2 will come through,
So
and the last one.
Don't bet all 3 games that start at the same time.
Yeah, I
Bet
wasn't going.
staggered them so you can always hedge the last game or you got something. If they all start at the same 3 times, you're going to be winning 2, losing 1. You're going to fucking pull your hair, right? How many times, the one game you think you got, you're like, fuck, that game lost. Like the Pacers up by 27 today.
And check this out. Dino Dollars just gave y'all some free game because I wasn't going to tell y'all that. But listen to the wisdom and the knowledge. Take it in, soak it in, and apply it. Trust me.
But that's the hardest thing that he talks about in the book is that most people don't have the discipline to do it.
Well, they want to win big quick. That's why when you see all these guys like DraftKings and FanDuel posting those parlays where the guy bets $10 and wins $25,000, they love that. They love that advertising, man.
It's the best, ain't it?
So when I go
They'll
to
pay those out every day if they the one person.
Let me tell you scenarios. So when I go to the book, I got a couple friends. They're not professional bettors. They just like to bet. So we go to the book, and I just want to see what's on their mind. I go, what you taking today? Oh, man, I need an 8-team or a 6-team. And I'm like, and I'm just trying to talk them down to a 4-team. Like, man, why don't you just try a 4 and see how it goes?
Then you want to throw $5 on an 8-teamer.
Then I say, hey, well, if you ain't really betting, just throw the $100 2-teamer in, and see what's going on with it. And they'll go, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Correct.
Then they'll go to the window and come back, and this motherfucker have a 6-teamer in. I'm like, come on, man. I'm trying to give you some game on this shit, bro. Like every ticket can't be a 6-teamer, 8-teamer, 5-teamer, 4-teamer. Some tickets ought to be a straight bet, maybe a 2-teamer if you're hot. And a 2-teamer a day, that's really for a hot bettor. Y'all don't even understand. If you can hit a 2-teamer every day, you're hot.
Yeah, no, listen, the parlays, man, as much as I love them, and I've made a lot of money betting them Sometimes, because I'm gonna keep it a buck on here. I done hit some parlays in baseball with the money line system and they paid a ton, right? And that's how they get you. So this is what I used to do. I used to go in and bet $1,000 3-teamer on NFL, and it would pay me $6,000 plus my $1,000 back, right? Well, I would bet that same 3-teamer in baseball, and that ticket would pay me $15,000. So I'm like, fuck yeah, there it is. I'm getting more value. I'm getting more money and value because I'm getting the extra fucking $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 in baseball, but I'm betting dogs, right? And then I said, you know what, man? The moment that I started betting straight bets, and I started saying, well, you know what? Let me straight bet this dog for $10,000. This plus 160, and then I would win $16,000 off the 10, and I'd be like, oh shit! And then that's when the book said, hey, Larry, enough. Cut you off. Finito, it's over. And I wasn't betting favorites. Right?
Right.
And they want you to bet favorites. I mean, they want you to bet these favorites.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, books need the dogs, and when they need a favorite, they get that favorite. Prime example was everybody bet the dog in Washington the other night, and they needed. The guy at the Westgate said the Westgate Hotel is going to need Michigan.
Yep.
Right? I mean, he said that.
Out his own mouth.
You know,
listen, with the news of the Grizzlies yesterday, that line went from 3 to 10, and what happened?
And they do that when someone
to 10 today, Larry. That's your 10.
And they do that.
Won outright.
No, but this is what happens. They do that when someone comes out the lineup. If someone is out the lineup for the first game, they'll still win. But look for them in the future to not play so well as they did tonight. They do that on the first game a lot when they're out, in basketball especially.
Well, listen, we keep saying it. We keep saying that that as soon as these guys have a player out, everybody jumps on their side. And I keep fucking saying it. It's so irritating when I say it because it's like there's somebody else on that team that's stepping up tonight.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, we've talked to the players. The players, listen, I don't talk to NBA guys that I know or baseball guys that I know. I don't ask the fucking basic questions. Hey, what's it like to play in the Chicago Wrigley Field? I don't ask no shit like that. Hey, how's it like playing in Lakers Stadium? Fuck that. Tell me what it is. What happens when the star player not playing and the backup is playing? You know, how did you come off the bench? Man, I would want to hit 30 that night because that way, you know, I feel like they're always auditioning. If you're not locked into your contract, they're always auditioning. You know what I'm saying? They can pick you up mid-season to go to a contender. That's why we try to ball out when that motherfucker's not in there because we're not going to get that much time. We got to get our shine. So it's like, okay, there it is.
And they'll tell you that on the interviews, if you ever seen a sports interview after the game or someone got injured, well, what are you guys going to do without him? Well, what are you going to do without him? They're like, shit, we gonna play. What you mean? One monkey don't stop no show. They like, somebody going to fill in and we going to handle our business, and that's what we going to do. And I'm going to hold that thought because we're about to go to break. We got to pay some bills, you know, got to feed the kids. So we'll be right back with Top Bet Plays.
Good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Top Bet Plays. We're coming to you live from Gas Station Studios in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada.
We're back with Top Bet Plays. After an okay night last night, we're here today with some more plays for you. And I guess
What you mean okay? We had a profitable night.
It was profitable. We didn't go.
We went 2-1 again.
We went 2-1. I just said that because we didn't go undefeated. You know, we hold
I
ourselves
got
to
you.
a
I
higher
won
standard.
yesterday too.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me talk
I'm
about
taking
it.
profit. Don't listen. That's my. Go ahead.
We hold ourselves to a higher standard here. That's why I said that.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Because 3-0 is usually what we on they bumper. You know what I'm
we
saying?
want that, but listen, the key, the new shirts I'm gonna get us is we're profitable.
Yeah, we're profitable.
That's
We're
what
damn sure
that's gonna be the new shirts.
Yes.
We're profitable.
Top Bet Plays is definitely profitable.
Take the money and run.
And hold on, for our subscription price, ain't
That's
nobody in
correct.
the business fucking with us.
These guys are charging $100
Trust
a
me.
day.
These
$100
guys
a
are
day,
charging
minimum.
100 a day,
They are.
300 a day,
Correct.
400, 500, 600 a day.
So listen, the reason why we do that is that we want you guys long term to be on the team. We want you to ride the roller coaster with us because at the end of the day, you'll be profitable at the end of the year. We're gonna have some spurts and go.
I'm telling you what I'm going to suggest is we do this, we build the brand, and who's ever with us for the first 6 months of the first year, when we start rolling with big plays, and we're up and we're charging 100 for a game of the week, 300. The people that rode with us, they're going to be grandfathered in for the $29.99.
Yeah,
they always get that price.
I grandfather that in. I love that. I
so
love
they're
that.
like, damn man, these fuckers are charging $3.99 a month now. I'm in for $30.
I love that.
Right?
I
They're
love that.
grandfathered in.
I love that. Stay grandfathered in. If you fuck with us from beyond, you're grandfathered in. Because we got some loyal, cats. We got Anonymous. We got Dub, War. We got a lot of cats that fuck with us that I see on there that I know, and I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are rocking with us.
They'll be in at that price. Man.
Ronte, we got a lot of motherfuckers that fuck with us, man. But I like that. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to create that loyalty, and we don't want to rob nobody.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like these dudes rob you, and like I said, listen. I always tell people. Cam always has this saying. Cam used to say, well, he still says it. Would you rather get a peanut, a full peanut, or 2 slices of the pizza?
That's right.
I'd rather get 2 slices of the pizza. I'm not trying to get the whole pizza from nobody. I'd rather eat. Right. And these guys, I feel like they get a peanut because by the time it gets done, it's like selling drugs. It's like the dope dealer goes out there, and 50 Cent, when he said, yeah, by the time you get done selling the dope and you get caught, and then you add up all the time that you done paid for the attorneys, you add up all the time that you done spent in the prison cell, and then it really equates to less than minimum wage.
Yeah.
So
and
it's
you
like
took yourself off the street.
And that's what I mean by like these guys don't think long term, and we're trying to think long term. So last night we ended up going 2-1. We ended up having the Raptors, who ended up getting there, and we ended up having B gave out the T-Wolves, and Dino Dollars, not Ace.
Correct.
Dino Dollars gave out
Bobcats, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati
Bobcats.
Yeah,
Cincinnati
Bearcats.
Bearcats.
Yeah, Cincinnati. That's why you shouldn't have bet it, because you got to know the difference between a Bobcat and a Bearcat.
You dig? You know what I'm saying?
And the more I think about what is a Bearcat, I ain't never seen a Bearcat. But no, listen. At the end of the day, we bet 30.
That's when you guys come in. See, that's why you're a team. One guy wins, the other two guys win, one guy loses.
We bet 3,300 and we make $900 profitable for the day. $900. We'll do that 30 days. It's a lot of money. It's probably like 20 was $1,000 is a
$27,000 a month.
Yeah.
Add that up.
$300,000 a year.
I'll take
That's
it.
the one. You're a 1%er if you make $300,000.
I'll take it.
Definitely.
For sitting at home.
All day long.
You're a high value man. What Kevin saying was saying.
You're a high value man.
Yeah, you're a high value man.
All
with
from
that.
your phone, you're making that money.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I just feel like we finally gotten into a rhythm and we're starting to get things going, and it's only going to get better because we have a really strong suit in NBA has been good. Hockey, I start doing better, around the All-Star break when NBA comes. I start to load up on hockey and really go tough on hockey. And then, of course, you know, the baseball season where most people will lay off the baseball season when I'm sitting there going, nah, baseball's where it's at.
Nah, what you laying off baseball for?
Baseball and the NFL
that's
playoffs.
It. No cover, favorite and dog. That's it.
And then you gotta remember, I mean, shit, in NFL, 62%. And that's just me by myself. I don't know what Dino, I don't know what you guys went. You guys kicked ass in what's that? And to be honest, I didn't give out a lot of the shit that I could have. I love second half plays, and crushed those and didn't really give those out, you know, like I should have. But at the end of the day, look, man, we're back on track. We're getting things moving and rolling. What games did you have? Did you have some games you want to talk about for today?
Yeah, we did have some NBA basketball games today because we're doing this NBA basketball. They play every day, but our main focus this week is definitely the playoffs, and we've been really doing a lot of research and putting in a lot of work and making a lot of phone calls behind what's going on this week in the NFL. But as far as the NBA, we're going to get into our first game, which is tonight, the T-Wolves versus the Celtics in Boston. The Celtics -6, and the over is 233.5.
Back-to-back nights for Minnesota.
Back-to-back nights for Minnesota. Coming off a win in Orlando, so they're from one city to another. So they're traveling from Orlando to Boston.
Which isn't too bad.
Isn't too bad. It's still East Coast. It's all East Coast time, East Coast demographics, so
yeah,
shouldn't be too bad.
But it's a back-to-back, and you going against the mighty Boston Celtics. So I don't know, man. I counted these games. This game opened at 6 on my line when I opened it up at 6, and I could see this game going to 6.5, 7 maybe, because I think Minnesota. The problem is Minnesota played great last night, and the funny part about that game that you gave out, B, was Ant-Man played like shit, and they still won by fucking 23 or 21, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they still got D, they still got their rebounders, they still got people to help and assist, and it's going to be a tough game. This ain't they might throw whatever spread they want to, but this won't be any walk in the park for the Celtics because they're facing the number one team in the Western Conference who has the number one defense in the NBA. So this will not be a walk in the park.
No, that's what Denver thought. Dallas thought yesterday. They thought, oh, this could be a walk in the park against Memphis.
Yes.
And they got their ass whooped.
And they were laying 9.
Yeah, up to 10 by game time.
Went up to 10 by game time, and they got their ass whooped on.
Yeah.
Like they stole something.
That's Larry's number 10.
And Dallas is one of those teams.
I think it went to 10 right before the game, Larry.
It did. It did because it was 9.
Well, I wasn't too worried about that. So then, so here's another scenario of a back-to-back. You got Toronto playing on a back-to-back. They play the Clippers tonight. The thing about that game is they don't have to really go anywhere.
And they played a tough game the night before.
Right, they're in the same arena, Crypto Arena.
Yeah, tough game tonight. So listen, I think people have been sleeping on this team. This team has a little bit of a confidence boost going. This is going to be the interesting game. The Denver Nuggets play Utah in Utah. Utah's been balling out. I took them the other night. They've been balling out. They won the 8 out of the last 10. They're coming home. Open up at 7, down to 6.5. But that's the problem with this game. This is the problem that now, we talk about going from the East Coast. I feel like they get that first game back because they're excited. They get to see their families, But I talked to some players, and what usually happens when they get back off the road, the wives, the girlfriends, the baby mamas, whatever, they trying to drain those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They're draining them.
To nothing.
They're making sure those balls are empty, pause. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen the trend kind of switch a little bit, and I feel like they get that first game back, but the Denver Nuggets are just a different team. You know what I mean?
The Denver Nuggets are definitely a different team. They got a different player, and like Jokic, he's damn near averaging a triple-double game. He's like doing this shit every motherfucking season. Like, who do you know can do this shit? Who's ever done this shit from the big man position? And then he's going to get doubled in the post. And if you double him, then he's going to throw a fucking assist. So what are you going to do? And so the Jazz have been playing good in the last couple games. They beat the Mavericks, the Pistons, the 76ers, and the Bucks, only losing to the Celtics in the last 5 games. So it's going to be a test for them still, but at home, at the crib, maybe they can show us what they really got.
Who was your other game? I know you got a couple other games on there.
Oh, I also have Thunder and Heat game. OKC -4.5 over is 234.5 playing in Miami.
That's such a tough game.
That's a tough game. East Coast, Eastern Conference versus Western Conference.
Tough game for me. I don't know. Well, you got anything on that game? That's one of your teams, OKC?
I've been just studying my football for the week. I'm going to have to.
Oh, come on.
I've been studying the football like a motherfucker, man. Everything.
Well, Jimmy Butler's
goalpost that might be off a half inch.
Well, Jimmy Butler is still out to the 12th.
I got you.
So they will be without Jimmy Butler.
I'm studying what the guys are eating for dinner, where they're going 2 days before, everything.
They've been playing all right. The Thunder have been playing just a little bit better. But the road has been kicking their ass.
What's a surprising spread for me tonight?
What is that?
Is the Pacers. You got the Pacers on there, right?
I got the Pacers on there.
7.5. That number is really surprising for me.
That it's not 11?
Yeah, so what I do like, I don't know. I feel like, let me see what the total is on that game. I feel like that game.
And the Wizards have lost at least 5 in a row.
251, man. I can see this game going. This will be nonstop action right here. I can see this game going over. I might bet this game early and bet it over. That might be my play. I just don't see this game not going.
Their first 2 games, one went to 263 and one went to 260.
Yeah, you got it. You almost have to take this game over, but
and the home team won in both instances.
Something about this game though, because it's only 7.5, and I thought that game should be probably 9.5.
Well, before game time, it might go there, so it might be a play that someone might want to take early if that's the way they feel. But Pacers should handle business
this week. I'm going to give out early. I'm going to watch it.
Okay. All right, let's roll. What's the next game, B? Let's finish this up.
Next game we got, we did that with the Pelicans and Warriors. A game of the West Coast Conference, kind of almost there, but not quite there right now. So that's what this game is.
Damn. This
5:30 game on the West Coast.
-1.
Yeah, it went to 1.
Whew. Jeez. Man, that's
total
just,
at 233. They went just under that.
What's wrong with this game for it? The Golden State to be -1? They've been -3
at home.
At home, -4.
Chris Paul is out.
Yeah.
And Green's back though.
But no, they said Chris Paul's estimated return date is the 10th.
That's tomorrow.
So that's today. So he'll probably be back in the lineup. The Pelicans
but
have
will
won.
He be 100% healthy though?
Who knows? But the Pelicans have won 4 of the last 5, and the Warriors have been lose, win, lose, win, lose. So, and I think without Chris Paul, I think that kind of changes their offense a lot because I think that makes Steph have to really go into the point guard role.
Open up half, and now it's Golden State -1.
So it's a basic money line game either way. If you're going to bet the dog, you might as well take the money line.
Yeah, but the problem with what's going on with Golden State is that Stephen Curry, I mean, this motherfucker, these are the games that he'll go for 60 on.
Yeah.
Because he'll be like, oh, you don't think nobody's playing? You think I need them?
Correct.
Okay, I take myself out of the game. Once I heat this motherfucker up, I cook everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? That's your boy, B. I mean, that's your boy, Steph. I mean,
Steph Chef. I mean, he going to do his thing regardless. I don't care who playing, who ain't, who there, who ain't. He going to do his thing. And good news, though, for the Warriors is Draymond Green will be back in action the January 12th. So his return date is January 12th. Yeah.
And it sounds like from the statement that I read from him, it sounds like he really he's really remorseful.
He knows he hurt the team.
Yeah, he says I cost my team enough.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And I think at some point that's what happens when you make all that money. You're like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? He might be beefing with Steph and him in the locker room, whatever. And I think the other day I saw a video where Steph went to go. I don't know if you guys saw this. Steph went to the podium, and before he got up there, he stood there for a minute, and there was a mural of him, Klay Thompson, and Draymond. So my first thought was, Draymond's out of there. They already set the trade. It's over.
Yeah, he's
done.
I mean, that's what he did. He
was
got himself blackballed from the organization.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the way he was looking at that mural, like,
why has he got to be blackballed, man? Why can't he be whiteballed?
Yeah, he's whiteball.
Yeah, man. Whatever you want to call it. He's fucking
but
up.
That's what I'm saying. So that's all I'm saying is that I felt like maybe he knew something that we don't know. Maybe he's going to be gone, but they announced that he's coming back. Doesn't mean that he won't get traded. Doesn't mean that he might not need another change of scenery. But I don't think anybody else, he couldn't go anywhere
He said
else
he might retire, but the thing about it is, so they either got to pay him or Klay. I mean, they're going to take Klay, so he's going to be out of there.
Listen, he definitely drives that team. He gets them going, and Steph benefits by him punking everybody. That's for damn sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They ain't dumb. They need that dark skinned motherfucker up there.
That's their muscle.
The light skin, yeah.
He the muscle out there. So we who want to let go of the muscle, but if the muscle is out there just playing erratic, then we gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, we gonna have to sit back and evaluate this shit.
Right.
But he is the muscle, and you can't get and see what players like Steph and them, they'll never say anything or judge him, because who the fuck is gonna get mad at the muscle?
Yeah.
That's what the muscle do. Y'all wanted me to be the muscle, right? So that when I do a little too muscular sometime, I don't want to hear shit.
Charles Oakley, listen, they love Charles Oakley. They love Dennis Rodman.
Right.
They love Isaiah and them love that cat. They love Bill Laimbeer.
Right.
Shit, Bill Laimbeer, man, they'll take a bullet for Bill Laimbeer.
And them players were way more dirty than anything Draymond.
Rick Mahorn, like the bad boys, listen, they call them bad boys for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But he's a little too over the top. But I respect him. He's a smart player. He's no dummy. You know what I'm saying?
In today's game.
Bless you. I like him on my team. I ain't on the front.
In today's game, it's just soft as fuck. Now, if he would have been on any team from the 90s or any shit like that, he wouldn't even be suspended right now. This is just this new softness in the NBA, all these prima donnas, what they wearing to the game, and who got a man Louis Vuitton purse across their shoulder to their waist and all that cute shit. It put their clothes on. Man, listen, put on a Nike sweatsuit, a Jordan, Adidas sweatsuit, man, come to the game and ball out. That's one thing that's one reason, and Cam Newton is one of my favorite players, but that's one reason I took a little bit of like away from him, because he was coming with them outfit. Man, fuck all that shit, man. Just come in with a sweatsuit on,
He's
Nike
coming up with
Jordan.
A full-length full coat.
Yeah,
and play. Coat.
Am I tripping?
Right. I mean, they just, they swagging it up at that point.
It's too much swag. It's too much cologne. Y'all got purses on, hanging on hips, and come on, man. Let your woman come to the game like that, man. You're supposed to come to the game ready to
Jordan
get it on.
never did that.
Who's coming
Jordan
to the game?
came with a nice suit every night.
A suit, but not that fuzzy, furry chinchilla coats.
He came professional.
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
and he put work in every night out there.
Yeah.
Sick or not, he ain't had no excuse, none of that shit.
Yeah.
Just like your man Marinos and Jim Kelly's and John Elway's and all these, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We it's in our DNA, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, for most of it. Well, listen, we want to go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. We want to thank you guys for subscribing and checking in with us, man. I'm going to go ahead and toss it to my cousin B.
Stay tuned for the entirety of this 2024 betting season, because we got great things on the way. And we probably have the least expensive betting app
next to free
in the world.
You ain't getting closer than that, man.
And we're winning. So hang in there with us, tap in with us. Thank you for being there. Thank you for staying there. And with that, we're going to leave with the motto that we go by here on Top Bet Plays. Don't bet with your heart, bet with your mind. We'll see you at the window.
Yay. It's lonely. It's real lonely. And it could get real lonely at the top. That's why I bring my friends along. There's an old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Top Bet Plays.